when I look at things, there's a bunch of stuff that goes back to Egypt. And remember, Egypt is where the pharaohs were. And so what it is the ones that have the keys to the building are just like one of the Egyptian gods where they control the keys. And but once again, who was it that actually created the pharaohs? Just like the same one that created Satan. And so the ones that are pretending to be modern day pharaohs know damn good and well that there's no way that they would have had any children if they were really as cold-hearted and as ruthless as they pretend to be. They're not cold-hearted. I mean, if they were cold-hearted, they'd be dead. I didn't say that, but my point is, they sit there and pretend as far as stuff goes. It's kind of like having a costume party and just dressing up in different costumes. And I mean, I just look at it. It's just, but even Shakespeare, I think that was probably Sir Walter Raleigh, ended up writing a bunch of the stuff. It's really sad because I look at the things that have happened and it's like, I mean, imagine kind of like being put into a laboratory, and basically having somebody poke and prod and entice and instigate and do all sorts of stuff to see how we react to the stuff. And it's just like, here, let me put you in the little cage and just have fun poking and prodding and doing whatever the F I want to do. I'm not going to end up doing that, but all I'm getting at is that they know when they have stolen from accounts and recorded and stolen personal identifiers. And just like Judas was an economist. So what is a modern day economist? A banker. So what is it that the bankers do? Oh, have to fill out this piece of paper. And they know that I didn't write the piece of paper. They know that I wasn't given a computer or a typewriter or whatever else to be able to do whatever. I mean, I just look at it, it's just like... And I know, KNOW, the ones that are doing it have been listening, and that they're not deaf, they're not dumb, they're not blind. And that's the reason why church has been crammed down to me ever since I can remember. I hated going to church. I absolutely hate it. It's kind of like that movie, Kicking and Screaming. Daddy had to let me get behind the wheel and gave me early lessons on how to maneuver the horse-drawn carriage. And paid me off with ice cream cones with everybody else. And I sat down with Mom and Dad, and I said, no, I don't want to go. And Daddy was wondering why I didn't want to go. I went ahead and told my daddy, told Daddy exactly why I didn't want to go. And when I rattled off the reasons why I didn't want to go to church, he looked over at my mother and said, that I didn't have to go. And that was long before I was the age of majority. That was long before I was the age of majority. And I just look at the stuff as far as things going, the ones that have done things. And then when I look at little things like, oh, well, I used to be a stockbroker at bleep, 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 and not disclosing the real reason why a dog was named a certain name, and just acting stupid. And the ones that have done it know that if I were to go into any government building and pick up whatever I wanted or need, I would most likely be assaulted, battered, kidnapped, held for ransom, or murdered. And that so whatever has been extorted from me is not a gift or a donation. And whatever was stolen and extorted can, but basically the ones that are doing it can do a Jonah reenactment and go return all that's been stolen and extorted and put into so-called nonprofits, calling themselves limited liability corporations and foundations that are nothing but money laundering for insiders. And it's just like I'm supposed to be given whatever I want or need because government debt is covered. So and I own me. And the ones that sat there and pulled their pranks on me knew that they were involved in hazing me and smiling in my face and working against me, and conned and hoodwinked me to put my personal identifiers onto pieces of papers that I didn't write, and knew what they were doing, and made sure to have some sort of nautical word like I forgot this, but anyhow, it's just like I'm not in the sea, and the ones that do it, I see so and so. It's like, is that pushing me over a boat? I just look at the stuff, and it's just like the word sea. There's the word sea, and then there's the letter C, and that's the reason why it's just like, no, I don't want to come out and play anymore. I'm sick and tired of the games and the use of words that sound alike, and the pranks, and not having the words spelled out as far as what the words actually mean or the exact definitions of the words being used. Is it bigger than a bread box? Well, I don't know. What size was the bread box? Yeah, I just look at this stuff, and I'm just so fed up with it all. I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm not gonna go and harm any of the ones that are doing the stuff. And it's just like sitting there intentionally frustrating me and just acting funny, like letting the door slam after I was told that there was a meeting going on. Oh, come to the meeting and I'll make sure that one of my friends lets the door slam in your face. And so the door was slammed in my face, and just acting dumb. That guy wasn't dumb at all. It was premeditated as far as things go. And sitting there and talking about fundraisers and not disclosing what was going on, and never disclosing to me who made what off of each of the fundraisers that I was told needed to write a check out to, or whatever else. I just I forgive him, 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 I forgive him. And I'm walking away.